Ben, fantastic win over Toulouse on Saturday night in the Betfred Championship to allow us to keep pace in the race for the playoffs. When you look back on that performance, is that the best one of your time at Halifax so far?
Yeah, I'd have to say so. Again, as Achilles heel at the minute, we started off a little bit scratchy, but we managed to work his way back into it, stick to his game plan, and we came out the other end strong. Again, like you've just said, probably the best that we've played collectively for a long period of that game, and I'm excited that form's kicking in now, running into the playoffs.
Like you said, obviously a scratchy start there, but managed to go in at half-time level. What's the mood like at half-time? Are you still believing that you have what it takes to knock them off and get the job done? Yeah,
really positive. So again, scratchy start, but managed to build it right back up, get it back level at half-time, and we went in there at half-time with all the confidence behind us, with the momentum behind us, and knowing that if we went out and finished the second half like we finished the back end of that first half, we knew we'd be able to get the job done.
Obviously moving on to this weekend then, we're going up against your former club, Keighley Cougars. You're looking forward to going back over at Cougar Park in what is a pivotal game for both teams at this point. Obviously they need the win for the battle of relegation, we need the win for the race for the playoffs. It's such a massive game to make your return.
Yeah, it's going to be a really big game for both teams. We've still got a lot of friends up there, so it'll be good to see them, and hopefully the fans will be a little bit nice to me when I return. But mate, it's a big game for both clubs. Like you've just said, they're battling for relegation. We need this win and the week after the win to secure a spot in the playoffs if we can. So, mate, big game. We can't rest on those laurels. They're going to come out fighting, and we've just got to back up the performance we did last week, otherwise it don't mean anything.
Where do you see the keys to victory against Keighley?
I think just sticking to what we do, sticking to his plan. That worked really well against Toulouse. It's worked every time we've played an opposition and we've stuck to his plan and we've gone through the process of what we wanted to do. When we've stuck to them, we've come out on top. It's when we start deviating from the plan and trying to make stuff up. Other than that, we should be absolutely fine.
I spoke to Simon in his interview about both desperation and concentration. Desperation to run harder, tackle harder, want it more, and then concentration to make sure you do stick to the game plan and get that done. Obviously against Keighley there's going to be desperation on their side. How important is it that we concentrate and make sure that we get the job done this weekend?
Yeah, mate, again it's massive, and I'd say it's more desire than desperation. It's the desire to want to get on the ball before someone, not so much desperate, the desire to chase someone back, the desire to win. It's a matter of who wants to win it most, and I think if we go out there with that mentality then we should be alright.
And finally then, a word on the fans that will make the trip over to Cougar Park. It's sure to be a bumper crowd, a really sort of ferocious atmosphere with them being in a position that they're in. So how important is it that the fans get over in numbers and get behind the boys for what is essentially a local derby with so much on the line?
Oh, it's a bit of a cliche, but it's massive. The fans were massive when we played Toulouse, when we were pinned on their try line for that 5-10 minutes. All we could do with the fans going insane, and it really does give the boys a boost, and especially when your energy levels are a little bit depleted and you need it and you're clinging into them tight games, and then little moments they kick in and it really gives you that lift.